I do enjoy racing because the thrill and the action, and also I like to go fast.
Famous has been racing since he was 6 years old, so he's been racing for 5 years. He started off a little bit later than we probably would have liked him, because most kids would like to start at 4.5 training. Famous has done a really good job with his learning curve. He's been ahead of it for a long time there. So he and I used to come out to the track every week, no matter what, for hours on end and practice until literally it was perfect.
Whenever you're out on the track, you're not focusing so much on, oh, I want to be nice to so-and-so, so then they'll be nice to me back. You're thinking about, I want to win the race, I want to do well. There's no second place. The hardest thing to learn about racing is being aggressive, because whenever you're just normally racing, you don't want to like dive in on somebody through the corner, but you have to, so that then you can pass the car and keep on going. I think that I started out where I wasn't aggressive at all. I just wanted to wait and then pass somebody whenever I had the perfect chance. But now I understand that even whenever you don't have the perfect chance, you have to pass somebody if you can get there.
Makes him so different and why he wins so much. I think we're up over 200 now feature wins that we've done over the years. And really what's been the magic for him, just focus and dedication. He drowns out everything that's going on in the moment, and he's able to just focus on that, what he needs to get done in that given race. That's what I love to see him doing when he's racing. And it's been an amazing progression for him. So seeing him go from passing one car at a time to 2 cars at a time, learning how to start, how to protect your line, how to set up passes 10 laps in, how to deal with a tight car, how to deal with a loose car, how to talk with the mechanics to talk about what's happening with the vehicle. I mean, just the progression of his dictionary of racing, to see that happen has been amazing over the years. It's like one of those things like any parent. As you watch a child kind of grow and find something they're passionate about, you love to see it kind of all come out on the track.
Action is happening nearly constantly. And there's no break in the action. Like one lap you could be a half lap in front of everybody, but then the next, somebody's already passing you.
I race against famous Rhodes quite often.
My toughest competition is Zane Almon.
which one of us is faster. We have our tracks. Famous is faster at some, I'm faster at the others, but it's so close every race. The biggest challenge, I think, is just being able to go to different tracks and being able to adapt them and just racing against different drivers.
So the cars are designed and made and built up in Hayward, California. So it's about 40 miles from here, up in the East Bay. Been there since 1958. My grandfather, Ken Rice, started, who's actually in the Motorsports Hall of Fame, and has made the who's who of racing more than once.
Well, my name is Ken Rice, and I'm a farmer from North Dakota, and I like going fast.
He started building cars for my dad and my aunt back in the 50s, and kind of somebody wanted to buy their cars, and so he built them more, and wanted to buy their cars and built them more, and he said, hey, maybe I can make a living out of this and do this for the rest of my life, and so he has.
I started racing myself when I was actually about 8 years old. 10 years old, I had my own car, and I raced on ice in North Dakota. One of the guys I used to race with was Carroll Shelby. I used to enjoy beating him because he was all about horsepower and I was all about making the car handle right because I didn't have any horsepower. That old Model T.
I see the person in front of me. It pushes me to go faster. It pushes me to try and do even better.
He asks good questions and I answer them right, and we get along good. It's the questions that the kids ask that make them good or not so good, because they'll learn if they're having fun, and they learn if they're interested in it.
Hi, my name is Rhodes, and I'm Famous' sister. I think my brother can go a little bit faster if he just pushed a little harder. I think my brother's gonna do pretty well this weekend because this is like his home track.
You know, really when we look at what's next for Famous, one of the things we're trying to find out, what's he want to do? And so we're gonna look at late models, USAC Ford Focus midgets probably as the next progression out. So we'll see which one he likes the most. Obviously one you have to learn how to do clutch, one of them's not. So we'll figure out which one he can grow into. He's still 11, so we have a lot of time left to figure it out.
My favorite moment in my racing career was whenever I was driving junior stock in the B main at the Western Grants in Texas, and I was being passed through the corner, and right in front of me and the guy that's being passed and the guy that's passing me, the lapped car that we're coming up on spun out, and I barely missed it by a lot, and you can see it on YouTube.
In 10 years, I'd love to see him in late models. My dad did late models in semis. I'd love to see him on asphalt late models, maybe going through like an ARCA series, potentially even in development for NASCAR, but it's up to him. Love to see him progress in school, get his engineering degree. He loves battle bots, he loves math, so the options are open. We'll see what he chooses in 10 years.
My plan is to go into mini cups for 5 races or so then I can get used to a big track, and then I'm going to move to late models, and I'm going to move up, and I'm going to switch into the NASCAR area, and I'm going to start moving up the rungs in that. So racing, this type of racing, it's not so much about winning as it is having a good time with your family and with friends.